Now, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's new, that's following the channel. I appreciate every last one of you. But today I'm going to throw a couple of different theories at you. This is just random theories, things that I've found regarding the Idaho 4. Could it have been a drug deal gone bad? I know what you're thinking. How's that possible? Come on, man. It's college kids. I'm going to show you a little bit of evidence for this involving Venmo and things of this nature. I'm JB Gunner. This is JB Gunner TV. This is Crime Time with JB Gunner. Thank you guys for being here. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
Now, this is not going to be a very long video. I know I normally do long essay-like videos. This one isn't going to be all that long. But I do want to say some things before we get started. There's a few of you people that's new to the channel that are like, how dare you theorize? Kiss my ass. I've been doing this for 16 years. Like, let me explain something to you. If you just want the boring news, go watch the news. This is a commentary channel. Besides, just curious, when Brian Enton theorized that Brian Laundrie's hand was coming out of the flower bed, did you ask him? Did you say that to him? I source 99% of my theories. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But to the commenters that are like, don't you think you're impeding the investigation? No, I'm pretty sure my little YouTube channel isn't going to do nothing in regards to that, right? This is an entertainment commentary channel. A place for us to speak, discuss the case. That's it. That's it. I'm not Tucker Carlson. You understand what I'm saying? Guys, I do want to say before we get started, though, thank you to everybody that supports the channel, all of my channels, regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo. Truth is, guys, I could not do it without you, the Gun Squad. So special shout out to you, and if you too find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Join the Gun Squad. While you're down there, subscribe to all my other channels, my Odyssey, my Rumble, and most importantly, follow me on Twitter. Why? Because you never know when YouTube's going to take me down. You currently see I'm rebuilding a channel. Do you really believe I just became a YouTuber a month ago? Exactly. So make sure you guys subscribe to all that, because you never know when these fuckers are going to take me down. But let's go ahead and get into what we're talking about. For many of you guys, if you don't know what the Idaho 4 case is, it's 4 college students brutally slaughtered in their home. We did a video. We've been doing videos. Yesterday's was pretty big. We showed how close Jack S. lives. We brought up a potential other suspect, but there's someone we've never talked about on this channel, and this person is Jack K. Now, we talked about Jack S., which is my #1 suspect, Jack Showalter, right? We've even talked about the Kaylee's boyfriend, the other Jack. But one person we've never discussed here is Jack K. Now, if you look at most true crime channels, they actually do discuss Jack K for different reasons, but Jack K is kind of the last option. He's not really considered a suspect by most people, and I don't necessarily blame him. But there's something here that made me think a little bit. I want you to take a look at these Venmos. Ethan Chaplin, the murdered man in this case that was down with his girlfriend on the 2nd floor. I want you to take a look at someone he Venmo'd. This is Jack Katovich. Now you can see here Ethan had typically Venmo'd Kaylee, but Jack K is another person they're involved with. Now 10 days ago, at least at the time of this photo, Ethan Venmo Jack. Now you may say, what does that mean? Well, here's the thing. Some of the internet sleuths, they got to digging into Ethan and Jack. Did some digging on the Venmo. This is Lee Murph. Said did some digging on Venmo, and Ethan's last Venmo payment was to a Jack Katovich. Clicked on his page and found a Molly Gray who paid Liz Katovich, Jack's sister, and captioned it 3:30 a.m. This could be nothing. This could be something. I don't know. But look at this. November 12th, 2022 at 3:45 p.m. There was a message, and the caption says 3:30 a.m., which would have been November 13th. You see where I'm going? Now, granted, this is just a theory. But what if, just what if there was some drugs? What has anybody, and some people I'm sure probably have, but what if Let's be honest here. And why would you text someone? Why would you pay someone a Venmo and just say 3:30 a.m.? Unless there's a specific reason, like if I was a drug user, which I'm not because I'm a grown adult. If I was a drug user and I wanted to get some dope or I wanted to get some drugs, that's exactly how I would word the shit. Because Venmo makes you type something in there. I would just type up a time, like I'll be there at 3:30. Now, for you guys that do not know, the kids were murdered between 3 and 4. Kaylee's last phone call, Maddie's last phone call, those were all at 2:52, I believe. And they're saying that Kaylee and Maddie was killed somewhere between 3 and 4. Now, I want to show you some other things, right? A lot of people, let me make this clear. A lot of people want to know where Ethan was after he went to the frat house. A lot of people want to know where Ethan was, and the truth of this is it's already known. He was his sister's date. After he hung out at the frat party till 9, where he was, his mother said he went to a formal with his triplet brother and sister. His sister was the date. Finally confirmed he was there. Don't know what time, but definitely November 13th. Here's how we know it was definitely November 13th. We'll take a look right here. Ethan was his sister's date. Ethan's brother Hunter was also right there. November 13th. This is the formal. So Ethan was there. Curious where his girlfriend was. I assume she was there too. I'm kind of curious why she isn't in any of those pictures, unless that is the picture. I don't know exactly what she looks like, but I will say this. I know she's got brown hair. That could be her. I don't know. But I know Ethan there was at a formal. Now, I want to show you this because everybody's talking about the white Hyundai. Looks like a girl would drive it, of course. That's true. But I wanted to show you this. This is also very, very interesting. These are comments. These are comments on Twitter, and I want you to see who these people are. These are people that believe the girls deserved it. There are women here currently angry at those girls. Another student made a student film and mocked Maddie and Kaylee and threatened to kill them. The film was on YouTube originally but was taken down. The copy of that documentary, of that film, was called Kill the Clones. Now, the person that made this film, here are their names, and they're saying that the woman's name is a student by the name of Sarah Osborne. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just sharing this. I haven't seen the film. Maybe you guys can find it. But I'm kind of curious about this. Not that it makes a lot. And there was other comments that was left that was kind of crazy. There was people that genuinely believed. There was people commenting that these girls deserved what they got because of the way they used to be elitist and treat other girls. Now, I don't subscribe to that, obviously. I don't subscribe to that concept whatsoever. But I'm just sharing this with you. Now, if you remember just yesterday, I talked about the potential of those being car lights next to the house right there. Doesn't that kind of correlate with the potential drug deal at 3 whatever? Now, granted, it said 3:30, and I believe this was taken around 3 o'clock, 3:05, something like that. So my question is, did someone come and drop off the drugs? Because let's say Ethan and his girl and everybody was partying all night. They get back. Maybe the things are goofy and maybe they got ecstasy or something being dropped off. I'm just throwing a theory out there. And maybe that's what that was, if you believe it was a car. If you believe that was a car, maybe that's the case. Now, a lot of people talk about the white car. Remember how I mentioned Jack K earlier, Jack Katovich? His brother drives a white Hyundai Elantra. And if you take a look right here, this is off his brother. This is off his brother's page. He says, someplace cool, but I'm not telling you where it is. Now, I don't know if that means anything. I don't necessarily believe it does. But something, like I said, that stands out to me is this money talk, is the Venmo payments. I'll leave that up to you guys. What do you guys think? I personally, you know me, I think it's Jack Showalter. But I just wanted to throw this out here. There is a Venmo specifically with the time 3:30 in the morning. And if there's a Venmo with a time that says 3:30 in the morning, doesn't that mean that more than likely a business transaction would be occurring? I'm just asking. But I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section. That just seems a little strange, right? Like, it just like I used to be a drug dealer. Now, I would have never, ever engaged in business activity with a digital trace. That would have never happened. We kept burner phones back then, right? But if I was going to, I wouldn't just put, hey, weed. I would, for weed, I'd put, be there at 3:30. And I'd just put the time. Does that make sense? Because who else would be there at 3:30 in the morning? Let's be honest, people ain't trading and buying Bibles at 3:30 in the morning off of Venmo. Chances are, if you're buying something at 3:30 a.m. that you have to go pick up, it's one of two things. It's drugs or pussy, right? Am I right? I still think it's Jack Showalter. But I'm leaving this, I'm a fair guy, so I want to leave this up to you guys. Could this have been a drug deal gone wrong? Thank you guys so much for all the new supporters or new subscribers here on the channel. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like what I do here, find it valuable, you want to support channel, links are down there. If you're not pussies and you don't mind political content, I got other channels down there, live streams. I will eventually do a live stream here. But feel free to go subscribe to those on my Twitter. But if you're a snowflake, that's not the place for you. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just keep this a true crime thing between you and I. I'll see you guys later. I'm JB Gunner. It's JB Gunner TV. Y'all be cool.